Naruto honestly feels like more of a special needs child who only unlocked their potential when they were given the right form of education, then learns to adapt better to the things around him. Though this might be a bit biased since I'm autistic in a lot of special education because of it, it doesn't feel like it's inherited or earned fully.
Okay, now that is one of the most interesting Naruto takes I have ever heard. However, there is one major factor that I believe contributes to the narrative that Naruto did not deserve his power, and that is Kurama, specifically the way Kurama was used throughout the story, because there have almost never been negative consequences for Naruto using Kurama. Now, the first time we actually see Naruto use Kurama's power is against Haku, where him and Sasuke were beaten very handily until Sasuke got gravely injured. Naruto then loses it and proceeds to win the fight. Later, we see him use it against Neji. Neji wins the fight very handily until Naruto just uses Kurama's power and wins. Yes, he did use tactics, but that's besides the point. Now, there have been a lot more occasions of Naruto just using Kurama to just win fights without any negative repercussions. Not until Shippuden, where he fights Orochimaru and goes full Tails mode, did we see Naruto or anybody around him suffer any negative repercussions for him using Kurama's power. Now, I want to compare this to JJK. In JJK, there are only 3 notable times where Sukuna has been given control over Yuji's body for any extended periods of times, and all 3 of those occasions are very notable moments. The first is against the Finger Bearer Curse, and yes, Sukuna does defeat the Finger Bearer Curse. However, first chance he gets, he actually rips Yuji's heart out and forces him into a binding vow that will have major ramifications down the series. The second is the Shibuya incident, where the first thing Sukuna does is murder 2 children and then destroy most of Shibuya, killing off countless people. And this one will contain major spoilers for chapter 212 of the manga, but the last one is in chapter 212, where Sukuna does utilize that binding vow he made with Yuji, takes over his body in order to transfer into Megumi's body. Now, my point is that Kurama was basically set up as the bomb under the table. If you know, you know. However, we never actually see Kurama explode. There are almost never any negative consequences to Kurama just being let out, ever. And I genuinely feel like that takes a lot away from Naruto's story. But hey, as usual, this is all just my opinion. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments. I wish you big love and have a good day. Also, no hate to Saiga. I love that guy.